Well, even 12 hours after the Chennai rain stopped, many pockets of Chennai city remain inundated after Cyclone Michaung moved towards Andhra, where it has made its landfall. We come to you from Perungudi in Chennai, which received the maximum rainfall of 44 centimeter rain in 36 hours. And that's the main challenge in low-lying pockets like this, which look like a sea now. The Chennai Corporation authorities say they're deploying more than 500 giant pumps in pockets like this to pump the waters out. So far, across these coastal areas, around 66,000 people have been evacuated to shelters. And in Chennai, the airport was shut down yesterday after waters entered the runway. Initially, they had cancelled several flights and then they shut down the airport. The services resumed this morning. The entire city was without electricity for more than 24 hours. As we speak now, around 80% of power supply has been restored. But in many pockets like this, where waters are still, in some areas, knee deep or even waist deep, their authorities are working very cautiously because turning on the power supply there could lead to accidents. So, in areas like Mudichur outside Chennai, areas like Siriseri on the IT corridor, areas like Perumbakam, again near the IT corridor, where people are still wading through knee deep waters, or sometimes in some areas around 4 foot deep waters, people will have to wait. This issue has once again raised the question of the 4,000 crore rupees the ruling DMK in Tamil Nadu had spent in building stormwater drains across Chennai. Many question whether it worked well, whether the money otherwise went in the drains. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, who briefed the press this morning, denies those accusations that the money went into the drain. He claims that it was those stormwater drains that actually saved Chennai this time. In fact, a few days ago, Tamil Nadu's leader of opposition, Edapadi Palaniswamy, the former chief minister, had criticized the project, saying that Chennai floats in water even after the government spent 4,000 crore rupees. M.K. Stalin denying these allegations and saying he doesn't want to politicize the issue. He gave some numbers. He said last time in 2015, when Chennai experienced massive floods, it was only 34.5 centimeters rain received in 24 hours. But this time he says 44 centimeters rain in 36 hours. That he says in terms of quantum of rainfall received, this time it's very, very high. Secondly, he calls the earlier 2015 floods as a man-made disaster, saying that at that time he claims without any planning the government had released up to 1 lakh cusecs of water from the neighboring Chimbrambakam lake. But this time he says the government in a very systematic planned way did not go beyond 8,000 cusecs of release as they had started this work much earlier. So as things look now, it may take quite a long time, maybe 4 to 5 days in many pockets for waters to recede. The core areas of Chennai, authorities say within 12 hours, that's by this evening, they hope waters will drain and most parts of the city will become, uh, the waters would have receded there. And the larger question, of course, is why this delay? For that, the authorities argue that whenever there is a cyclone, the sea turns very choppy. There is also what they call as repercussions or backlash with the waves hitting the four outlets that take these water into the sea. Because of that, there is a slowdown of the water getting drained into the sea. And as the cyclone has moved now to Andhra, they say the water will actually recede faster. Lastly, it's a nightmare for many, particularly for people who live in low-lying areas where waters have entered their homes. A difficult situation for people who have to work every day to earn their livelihood, to earn their bread. And for the second day, the government has announced a public holiday so that a bulk of the population will be indoors, and it continues to give an advisory, ask people to stay indoors, not to come outside unless it's absolutely necessary. But the larger question remains. Call it an impact of climate change, call it the city's infrastructure collapsing. Even now, Many cities like Chennai, or including Chennai, are not ready for this kind of fury by nature. The bigger question, are we doing enough? Should we do enough? The government says they've done enough, and now they have appointed designated officers to mitigate the situation, to expedite the relief process. Hope you like this live from Chennai's Perangudi area. Thank you for your time, and we'll join you next time from another location on another issue. Thank you very much. In Chennai with Suresh, this is Sam Daniel, 5 TV.